It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me.
Hello, 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 everybody. This is Nick Baskerville. We are here yet again for a Clean AF comedy show. So glad that you're able to be here with us. Let's bring on the rest of the crew and get everybody here on board. You know her, you love her. It's that funny girl from Funny Girl Productions. Everyone give it up for Nikkie Knowles.
Hello, I forgot I was first. Hello, everyone.
As long as you remember to show up, we gonna be all right.
It was touch and go.
And next up, from DDub Comedy, Mr. Dewayne White. Sir, how are you doing? Oh, my God.
What up? What's happening? Dude, I bought that green screen. I'm going to use it somehow. I have no idea. If I'm going to pay for it, I'm going to use it. Now I got to figure out how to turn it off. I don't know.
This is what happens when we give technology to Dwayne.
Technology, man. That's a terrible idea. This is crazy. I've been wanting to do that for like a month. Like, I'm just saying. I wanted to enter like a weird version of the Kool-Aid Man. It's like, oh yeah, coming in through the wall.
And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, from LaughItOff Comedy, from the Clean Comedy Connection, Mr. P.T. Bratton. Sir, how are you doing?
Fly, Eagles, fly. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Woo! Yes.
Are you serious right now?
Woo!
Yes.
Yes. Got
Yes.
one win over a team that only had one win, and we won by one. Yes. We are number one. We are number one. Woo, let's go.
Where did
Go
this
Birds.
come from?
Go Birds.
There is
I'm
no
just saying,
need.
as soon as you started that, our like viewership started going down. I don't know if you not.
Why Catherine said, bless your heart? Like,
That's because she roots for that evil team from the Northeast. Remember how we said Nick opens the show that things don't go off the rails until later? I don't know that that's a true statement already.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it matters. No, not anymore. No. But you know, seeing that win, or actually just knowing that they won, it doesn't restore any hope to me about the whole NFC East. To be honest with you, it's still just like it's one thing when it's just one team, but it's like the whole. So I'm like, look, we got to find some different sports, and besides, I want to help kind of help baby girl to understand more of the world. The world's bigger than just the U.S. So we started watching some other sports. So the other day, we're streaming to my computer, and she's watching rugby.
Woo!
You know, it's football like maybe.
Okay, Dewayne, calm down.
Love rugby.
Well, you know, I was cool with it until she was watching. She stopped, looked at me, and said, "Daddy, what's a hooker?"
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
What do you mean that'll happen? Like, there's a whole lot of concern that my daughter is watching a sports team and knows that somehow sports is connected to hookers. So I'm like,
do you know now?
Nikki, behave. Nikki, behave. It's a clean show. I know some of our viewers have made that connection as well, but let's keep it clean.
I'll wait.
Apparently, it has something to do with like one of the playing positions there or something.
Yes.
Once again, Nikki, just go ahead and hold that one. I know he's lobbing them up there, but I did you not.
It's a little guy in the middle of the scrum. He's usually a little short guy. They stick him in the middle and they throw the ball in. They roll it in the middle of the scrum, and he hooks the ball with his foot back. Ergo, hooker.
Again,
I know y'all are not. Look, I'm trying to hold Nikki back, but y'all keep teasing her.
my head will explode.
I have so many questions. Like, apparently, there's props that you use, and like, there's a loose prop and a tight prop.
I'm done.
The props are the big dudes on the end around the hooker.
Fade to black.
There's a prop on each side of the hooker.
Oh my gosh! Stop it.
And apparently, you score if you make a try. If you just try, you score.
It's like a touchdown in football. You guys know what those are?
But they happen every now and then on the Eagles team. Yes.
Every now and then, you get one or two.
That's when you get the ball in the try zone. Which the try zone is also what they call Eagle Stadium.
Oh,
okay. All right.
Hey, if you're gonna open up like you opened up, I'm coming. I'm just coming.
I'm just saying, what team are you rooting for again? Yeah, you're leading the worst division in professional football right now.
Are we leading?
With 2 wins.
How?
Because you have 2 wins.
They should all have to go play soccer or something.
Oh my gosh.
So and
You, Nick.
So I'm going through all this stuff and I'm trying to learn because I'm trying to culture and understand all this. Here's the thing. The name of the rugby team, get this, y'all, the name of the rugby team that we were watching, and you may have noticed already, Dewayne, it's one of the best teams that they've had in all of rugby from New Zealand.
Oh, yes.
Called the All Blacks.
Say again?
From New Zealand. Called the All Blacks.
All Blacks in New Zealand. Okay. All right.
So first off, I feel like this is false advertisement because I saw the whole team. Like there's some shades of brown, but it was not like all black.
That dude is like, yeah, that's a big.
The
Samoan
mostly
dude.
Browns. That name doesn't have the same ring. The most New Zealand mostly Browns. Yeah.
It's-
And secondly, it's New Zealand. Like, how do you get a name like the All Blacks in New Zealand? I mean, it's not like we here in America would name a football team
Watch it.
after a name of people who don't even get to play on that same football team.
Right. In
would never.
the capital of in DC, we would never do
Don't do
No.
Don't do that. Don't do
like
that.
that.
Don't do that. It's not the same.
No, it's not. You're right.
Don't do that.
Right now, Dwayne is like, I am so glad they're bringing it up, not me.
I know. I'm just like, can I stay quiet? I'm just staying over here.
No, Dwayne, let's bring you into this. I mean, I think this is a clear case of reverse something. It's just like us having all white parties and not inviting Dwayne. You know, that's just not right. This is just it's misleading. Just stop that.
Again, first I was afraid. I was petrified. And then I heard of an all white. You know, it's just I was overseas and I came and that was it. And there's got to be a better way to identify that because I was invited by a black person, so I was like, really, I don't know if you understand how these things work, but I don't think we're supposed to be there. But now I know that apparently you're supposed to dress up and wear nice linen, which I'm still not convinced I'm supposed to be there. But
that sounds like a bad idea.
just like, hey, circling back to the All Blacks, it's also a bad idea. How do you cheer for a team? Like, what's the chant?
They're
All
awesome.
Blacks?
They're
No,
so
but-
good.
I mean, what do you chant for them? Like,
go Blacks! Like,
I've been saying that all my life.
How did they get the name?
I'm glad you asked. So I did some intensive research on Wikipedia.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah, and so
That's legit.
one of the possibilities is this. So way back when they first started early into their team history, one of the commentators had talked about how they played to the newspaper. And what they said was they played like all backs.
right.
Right. So that still don't sound better. But I think a back is like one of the positions that are
A
on
back is the small, fast guys. You got the big props in the front, and then you got the small, fast dudes. So he said,
Dwayne, that's not making it any better.
not at all. Not
the
at all.
fast guys. They all play like fast guys, you know.
Oh, the back,
Guys.
the backs, or the fast guys.
But when the paper printed it, they misspelled it and said
Fade the black.
I quit.
Fade the black.
they said the newspaper misspelled it and they said it's the All Blacks. So it was a misinterpretation. That's like, let's say an elected official comes out tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus.
And they say, look, what I meant to say was all them ninjas.
What?
I'm just saying, all of us would be a bit skeptical
Yep, absolutely.
on what you meant by ninja.
Because ninjas are not real. I mean, they're
Whoa.
like unicorns
What?
and the tooth
Wait,
fairy.
no. What are you talking about? Ninjas aren't real.
Have you ever seen one?
No,
I rest
that's
my case.
the point.
I rest
If
my
it
case.
was- If it was a real ninja, of course I'm not going to see him. That doesn't make any sense. Now you're talking foolishness, PT. I don't even get where you're going.
And we're not talking about the turtles.
Oh. Ninja, rap, ninja, rap. That was
Here's
performed
what I'll
by
tell
Ice Baby. Just in case you didn't know that. That was Vanilla Ice. Go ahead.
Go ninja.
What I will tell you for sure, I'm gonna have to work on this cultural learning. You know, because right now I felt like all she learned was about a cultural appropriation, like how it just kind of moves around like the entire world, and that's not what I was expecting. Not at all.
Sorry, Nick. Sorry that didn't work out for you and your baby girl.
So I'm hoping, I'm looking forward to when schools open up, and then she'll be able to go to school and she'll be able to do her own sports. You know, just do. Who else did sports? Nikki, did you do sports in school?
Yes, I am an athlete. I was a student athlete. Thank you for bringing that up.
Oh, okay.
Student athlete. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
You had to maintain a certain grade point average.
So you could play. Which sport did you play, Nikki?
Yeah, what'd you play?
I was in the band.
Oh,
wait,
sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, Nick. I don't think you heard me. My mic might not be working. I said, which sport did you play?
I was in the band. I was in the band. And I was on the Palm Squad.
I don't.
And I ran. I did one track meet.
Okay, there's a sport track. That's good. That's good.
Apparently, you've got a fan that knows about the palms.
Yeah, palms. I'm trying to tell you, we were athletes. Palms were athletes.
Let's circle back to the part where Nikki said that band was a sport. Can we hold up on this for just 1 second?
Marching band.
No.
That's not an athletic skill.
What? Do you know how to march to music?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were in the military. Yes, we all marched to music.
I was in the old guard, for goodness sake. I marched a lot. I am trained to stand still for long periods of time.
No. Marching band is a sport. I was an athlete.
Okay, Nikki, did you have to complete a physical before participating in marching band?
I had to complete a physical to complete school. So yes.
No.
I was an athlete.
Not the same ones that people in the science club had to.
It's a physical.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not okay.
I was on the track team for one track meet.
What happened with track?
Well, so I ran the 400. That was the race they put me in. And, I finished. I didn't finish first. But, after every track meet the next day or the next Monday morning, because usually our track meets were on a Friday, they give you an honorable mention or your personal best is what it was called.
Okay.
I later found out that they only did that for the special needs kids. So, I thought I did good, but apparently, I was happy with my personal goal.
You had the same track meet as? Wait a second.
I have so many questions.
The special needs kids, yeah, they ran track too. I mean, we didn't discriminate.
Well, we're not saying that. We're just wondering which group you wound up having to.
Right. Were you running with them or?
No. Their race was right after mine.
So was your time better than their times or?
Well, what do you mean by better?
So band is not a sport. Let's go back. let's
No, Dewayne, hold on.
Band is a sport. I am an athlete. I was on the field with the football players. I marked.
No. There's a lot of people on the field at the same time. Just being on the field, geography does not make you an athlete.
Yeah, I know. The mascot is on the field. He is not an athlete, okay? Or she.
Is he not doing backflips and entertaining the crowd?
Okay, if he does
Yes,
that,
he's an athlete.
Can you do a backflip?
Did I do a backflip?
Right.
Yeah,
Or a cartwheel, a handstand.
Not a cheerleader. I was on the palms.
What is the difference from a palm and a cheerleader?
How dare you?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
There's no difference.
First and foremost, we had a halftime show. We didn't piddle paddle on the side.
Piddle paddle.
Oh, piddle
We had
paddle.
a show.
Okay.
I'm an athlete. You're not going to take that away from me.
Okay. So your dad chimed in. He said he got your back.
Thank you, Dad.
So
Who was at my track meet?
no,
I noticed. I noticed you keep saying track meet as in
singular.
One.
Right.
Uno.
Well, after that 400 race, the 400
I want to go
race,
back to that. Yeah, like where did you place in regards to?
Oh, I wasn't necessarily first.
Okay.
It wasn't necessarily last either. Well, they asked me to come off and be, the manager.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They asked you to come off. and beat them.
Come on.
Because
This is
you know, when you run around, I saw some friends in the stands after when I was running around. Because you know, the 400, you run one good lap around the track. That was the 400-meter race. And so I saw some friends, and so I went over there and I was waving to them.
in the middle of the race.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to know what they were going to do after the track.
Catherine, this is the part where you say "bless your heart." This is what you say.
I'm still an athlete.
Somebody said, "Take your time, baby," and she did. That's what happened. That is
You still an athlete. How did you letter in any of these?
I got a letter.
Sports.
Yeah.
Okay. In one of the sports or for Palms. Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Karen. Always got my back. Thank you. I was an athlete. That's all that matters.
Okay.
I don't agree. I withhold.
Well, I tell you what I wonder. You know, I wonder if you know, because we got more folks here. Let's see who else has done some sports. Dewayne,
Right on.
what kind of sports did you do? Let's actually show or talk about.
I mean, he's from
sport.
Texas, so I mean,
Yeah.
obviously he played some real sports.
I played rugby in the
I
army.
played real sports. Go ahead.
I
Dwayne.
played.
Nikki, it's not your turn.
You
anymore.
heard? Can we?
Dwayne has 2 minutes uninterrupted, Nikki. 2 minutes
Play
uninterrupted.
the flute, but didn't really play the flute. You're just like,
First of all, your hand position like this.
this is how you do it when you're like when you're attacking England. I don't know.
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
I think I don't know. I did play sport. I didn't play rugby until I was in the army. I wanted to play Texas, or play football, but when I moved to Texas, they just looked at me and was like, no, that's not happening, man. I was like 110 pounds, and that does not work in Texas football. I did play in high school. I played tennis for a couple years, and I played golf for like a year and a half.
So, Dwayne, did you letter in any of those sports?
I did letter, but not in a sport. I lettered in theater. So yes.
I'm sorry.
Come again?
What
Did you say? Theater?
I lettered in theater. I had it was a giant T and like drama mass. Yeah, you could letter it. We did competitive theater. That's what we do in Texas.
Texas?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Dude, state champs, one act play, 1992. We'll get to that. We did competitive theater. You had tournaments on the weekend. It was like you did dramatic interp, humorous interp, duets. It was amazing.
Duets. When you say duet, I picture you and someone else singing "Reunited."
And it feels so good. No, it was like humorous interp was my favorite. You did like 10-minute cuts of a play, and it was fun. It really prepared me for comedy because you go in a room and you do your stuff, and the rest of the people in there were also trying to do comedy, and they were mad, so they didn't laugh at you. So it prepared me for open mic.
Oh yeah,
it was really good.
Thank you, Cindy. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was good. First of all, Cindy, spell my name right. Secondly, you know, it's on the screen. I'm just saying. I'm free. Free. That's it. No, we did, man. We did. We won state championship 1992 one act play. 5A state champions. That's all. I'm not saying it was because of me, but you know, as I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot. You know what I'm saying? That's what P.T. Bratton would say. I'm just
right. So Dwayne, what did you do to help the team win? Like,
I'm still stuck on theater.
I was the light guy for that one. I was the light guy.
I'm sorry, Nikki was talking. It sounded like you said you were the light guy.
For that show, I was the light guy. So here's the thing. If you go
competitive love balance.
Thank you. Did you just say ballots, by the way?
Well, it's not ballets, is it?
Here's how it is. I did letter in theater. I know what these words mean. Here's the thing. In one act play, you get 40 minutes. Soliloquy. That episode. Anyway, you get 40 minutes. You get 40 minutes, and if you go 40 minutes and 1 second, you are disqualified. We made it all the way to states, and as the light guy, my job was to make a call if we did the long ending or the short ending to make sure that we didn't go. It was states. I was like, let's go for it. Let's go like fourth and inches. I was like, go do the long one. I radioed back, and then and as soon as the dude was done with his last line, I hit the button, and we were close. Like we were legit like close. And then like the theater teacher who just reeked of like smoke and shame came up to me and was mad. He's like, dude, if we lose because of this, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, dude, we're good. I promise we're good. He's like, dude, if we could just call. And right that time, the official timekeeper came over, 39:57. Just saying, boom, thank you, touchdown pass, spike the ball, we win.
It was not a touchdown.
Just to clarify for our viewing and listening audience, you just turned the lights on and off, right?
There was like 4 light cues.
So you turned it on.
I had a headset, man. I was like in a booth. Like, get off me, man. I was like,
it just seems like there was a whole lot of drama putting into turning the lights on and off.
I don't want.
band is not a sport. I never claimed it was a sport. I just claimed we were good at it. We didn't win state. That's all I'm saying. I have a medal somewhere. I don't even know where it's at.
Stop it. Okay, enough.
I let her.
I'm afraid.
This is just so.
Yeah.
At a loss for words.
Right, Nick. That's where I am. I'm done.
I mean, I went and I did track and wrestling and basketball, and I could have just turned the lights on. I
tried to do those things, and they said no.
I did those things, and they made me.
Well, didn't really.
Nick was like a real athlete. Nick was like a wrestler. You played the flute.
I'm proud of my flute playing.
All right.
But I gave it effort.
Yeah, you did it. You gave it a try. So in New Zealand, that would be 2 points out of
5. That's 5 points.
5 points. Okay.
5 points. 2 points. 1 point after.
Oh, whatever.
All right.
Drop kick it on the. Never mind. Forget it. It's not important. It's not important. PT.
Full contact monologues.
Hilarious. I love the fact that she spelled soliloquy correctly, right? That is awesome. Awesome. We have such a smart audience.
All right, so PT, you're up.
Yeah.
Did you do sports? What kind of sports did you have?
Well, you already know I was a football star. Y'all already know that. I've already shared that with y'all before. But I want to shift our attention a little bit because
Time out. Let's go back. Yeah. Let's go back. Just for those of you who may have not been around during season 1. When PT says he was a football star,
thank you, Dwayne.
He was a punter. I don't want to
Hey! I was not the punter. I was the kicker. Okay. So when it came down to it, okay, you see the same way the Eagles won by 1 point. Okay.
Are you wearing an Eagles jersey right now? Did I just?
Yes.
Represent, buddy. Yes, just like we won by 1 point. Okay. Sometimes it comes down to the kicker. All right. I get a jersey just like the rest of the people. We're not talking about that though. I got a letter in football. I had the Letterman jacket. Did y'all have a jacket? Bet y'all didn't have a jacket. Huh? Did you have a jacket? Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
When?
In high school.
You okay? All right.
You talking about? I had a starter jacket.
No. I mean, the jacket that you put your letter on. You know, your letter.
I put my letter on the starter jacket. I wasn't supposed to do that.
No.
How that worked?
I'm done.
With a Sharpie. That's even.
Thank you, Dwayne.
What letter did you put on it though? Did you put the letter A plus? What did you?
Put the SC on the sleeve. So what? It was bigger than the jacket. I don't care.
Take that for flute. Were you at least like the first chair? Did they call you man?
No, I was second to last chair, but I gave it all my effort, and I was happy to be a part.
Second to last.
How many chairs were there?
16.
Wow.
You shouldn't have that many in old school.
PT was telling his story.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I mean, we can explore Nickie's career a little more if you want. Fade to black.
He put himself in timeout.
Fade to black. So here's the thing, y'all. I was in high school. I was truly a student athlete. I played and I lettered in sports, real sports, and I also lettered in academics. So I was a student athlete, and I just don't want to. I just don't want to focus on the sports part. I want us to focus on the athletics, the academics as well. My youngest son, I think he's very talented. I think he's very gifted as an athlete, but I think he's also primed to be what I like to call a mathlete. I don't know if you've heard of those people. A mathlete.
No, we don't.
Math elite. Yeah.
No,
Math elite.
Yeah, like athlete. Math elite.
So be clear. When you just make up of a word, we will not have heard of it before. This will be the first time for us.
Well, because I'm an innovator. You got to keep up.
So what exactly is a mathlete?
These are people who run numbers in their head. You know, they wake up in the morning just running numbers.
Wait, your son runs numbers? What is this?
He does math equations in his head, Dwayne. Come on, he's 10. Who's running numbers at 10? Come on now.
Well,
like who's giving money to a 10-year-old? Hey, I got 20 on the Eagles to win. Come on, nobody's doing that. Like,
nobody's betting on the Eagles to win. You are correct.
Oh, that was good. That was good. You need to walk off on that one. You need to. You may not have another good one like that the rest of the show. That was good.
That's how the Eagles felt about last week's game.
How are the Cowgirls doing? Are the Cowgirls they're doing okay? I know you lost that, you know, and the beast Ezekiel, he's overfed. You paid him all that money and now he can't. He's averaging like 4 yards a carry. How's that going? Huh?
He can't carry a ball. He dropped the ball. He forgot how to hold it. He runs good, but he forgot that part about it. I'm sorry, PT. Your son's a math elite?
Yes, I think he's going to be. I mean, he was, and my wife is like that. She does equations in her head. You know, it's very impressive. I need a calculator. They created that for me. But they were arguing about solving for n the other day, and they were like, you know, to solve for n, you got to do this, this, and this. And my son's like, he just looked at it and was like, he solved for it, and my wife's like, no, you can't do that. You gotta, what you do to one side, you gotta do for the other. If you want to solve for n, you gotta make sure that.
Nope.
That's life lesson.
I don't feel comfortable. Can we solve for X? Can we do that? I don't feel. I don't want to.
We need to address this. If you're trying to solve for n, the equation never equals out.
Never.
Right.
Not in my lifetime.
Right. If you solve for n, it's probably going to be unbalanced. What you do to one side, you do not do to the other. You're right. You're right. So let's solve for X. Let's say it's X. The point is, the one you can come back on. The point is this. When in your adult life have you ever had to solve for X, Y, Z, or whatever? Like you never had to. I've never been on my job and said, hold on, let me solve for X. No. Like you twice. All you got to do is know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. That's it. Everything after that is just sprinkles.
And
we know sprinklers is worthless. So there you go.
Thank you, Nick. That's my point exactly. Worthless.
Yeah, I think everything else you need to know is already like in Excel. That's the thing. It's already, you just plug it in and you go the equal sign. I don't know how that. And it's just you tell it what to do. I don't know how it does that.
I agree with Dwayne with that.
I don't do that at all either.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that, man.
Thank you.
So let me ask you guys this. Last night, apparently, I don't know if you knew, the debate was on.
Yeah.
Was?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't watching.
Why?
No.
If you don't, I think you said it best. Are we really still making up our minds about who we're voting for at this point?
Yeah, if you're undecided by now, the one thing I don't want to do is go to lunch with you because that would be like we got it down. Like I figured it out. Whatever side you're on, like I think you know.
Yeah, I don't think anything they said last night was going to sway somebody. You know, I haven't heard that before. from this person. Yeah.
I wonder what his stance is on this.
Right. Well, I'm tuning in to hear if he'll answer this part right here. No. If he hasn't answered it before, he's not going to answer it tonight. Get over it.
I was watching reruns of Friends. That's how important it was to me.
When you said rerun, I actually thought about What's Happening because that's what I was watching. Hey.
I love that.
I watched Criminal Minds. That's what I was doing last night.
Criminal Minds. You've been watching it a lot, haven't you?
I have. I don't know. I'm addicted. But it makes me mad because it's the most unrealistic show on television. I'm just gonna say that.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Dude, we all live in the DC area. There are not that many hot people in the entire federal government. Period. I'm just saying right now. It's ridiculous. They all have the word senior in their title, and I can tell you this: like once they get that in DC, like they don't look like that anymore. You don't get senior at 25.
But is that the only thing that stood out to you about being fake though? Like just the fact that everyone
nothing about like catching people or anything.
Right.
Just
the fact that they can solve a crime in 40 minutes or less.
Well, they're never wrong. If you guess right every time, then you're fine. Here's the thing. You know what makes me the maddest about the show is that they're supposedly at Quantico, right? They're like down in Quantico, Virginia, and they're like, "Oh, we got a murder on U Street Northwest," and they're like, "Oh, we'll be right there." No, you will not. That's not true. This is a lie. You have at least an hour now. Corona times. So don't even start with me on that.
That's hilarious and true and very true. Yes. I love the fact. So I used to be one of those people, law enforcement, and I love. According to my wife, I'm still hot. So
that was good.
Anyway,
that was a good one.
He's two
That's
for two.
That's
He's
two.
two. I didn't think he was going to get another one. He's on the roll tonight. That's all right, Dewayne. I'll remember this. So when we used to send stuff away to the lab. It's amazing how on these shows they get the results back the same day. Like, how is that possible? Like, we would send stuff back we would send off to the lab and not get it back. Like, I would PCS before the stuff comes back. Like, it's just.
And then they say things in the script like, "Oh, I put in a rush order on that." Well, but last week you got it without a rush order,
right?
And it took like 15 minutes, and Garcia had it and handed it to you.
But it's because the people in the lab are just waiting for this one case that you're working on. They sit around twiddling their thumbs until that comes through, and then they're able to. That's not real life. Like, anyway, go ahead.
I love Criminal Minds. Did I ever tell you the time I was at the gas station after watching Criminal Minds? It was like 11:30 at night. Watching Criminal Minds, I had watched Criminal Minds all day. So I'm at the gas station, and then this white cargo van comes scurrying into the thing. Man, I jumped in my van, and I almost pulled the hose out of the thing. I was like, I will not be caught up by an unsub today. No, not today.
She said an unsub.
Like, you won't get me today.
Oh my God.
My wife asked me the other night. I was hunting. She's like, "Did you watch Criminal Minds?" I was like, "I did not. I am not watching that." And then walking out of these woods alone by and I'm like, no.
Didn't you go to war?
Yes, twice. I'm an airborne ranger, and I'm not doing that. I'm scared to death. Are you kidding me right now? I won't do it. I won't do it at night if I'm going out in the morning. Nope. There are weird things in the woods in the dark after you've watched Criminal Minds.
So what I hear you saying, Dewayne, is you're scared of black people.
What?
He's not afraid to stall for N, though, is he?
You had to work hard to get it in this week. You had to work really hard.
Way to bring it out, PT. Way to bring it out.
You're just mad because of buzzword.
Oh Lord. Okay, Nick, let's wrap it up. I was the host. How can I be mad?
For those of you who don't know, amongst Dewayne's many accomplishments in sports, buzzword champion happens to be one of them.
All time. All-time winningest buzzword player on this show.
It's all time because it was only one game.
Yeah.
Hey, if I get up to bat once and I hit a home run, am I batting 1,000 or am I not batting 1,000?
I don't
Well,
know.
you wouldn't know. You don't play sports. Listen, here's the thing.
I am an athlete.
Wow. Dewayne is on fire, man. He's shots fired.
Right. Well,
I feel
That's
like, you know, one of the things I wonder is maybe we should have had this show on Thursday to help replace
Man,
the debate.
that's a good idea. Too bad it's late.
What?
It's too late for us to do that. That was the last debate.
Oh,
Yeah.
we could have
I don't
gone
think it's too
live
bad. I think, thank God. It's
watching the debate.
Thank God. It's the last debate. I think there should be a rule, like you should automatically get a filter to your phone, like after you voted, like you get the sticker and it automatically keeps all the crap from hitting your phone. That would be the best thing in the world.
Oh, yeah. But
right.
it's amazing to me how Facebook can't figure out that you voted already, but they can figure out what you should order. Like,
Nope.
how do you know I needed heated socks? I never said anything.
I'm
But
just
you
glad
just know
Wish.com stuff stopped popping up. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that
How
was,
did it stop?
I'm done with that.
Yeah, it still pops up.
You
on
need
mine.
to check your heart and your browsing history, because that's all I'm saying.
Check my heart though. I'm just mad because I was a real athlete. I was on the field, buddy.
That's
So
fair.
was this guys holding the the down marker, but they weren't
No.
athletes either. The chain gang, yes.
Chain gangs were fathers who were trying to relive their football days, their football high school days.
That's
They
all.
were not athletes.
With Nikki wrestled on the field too, and they were definitely not athletes. They trip over their own feet. They fall down with no one pushing them.
I'm an athlete.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Those NFL refs nowadays look like they've been doing some P90X. Those dudes are jacked.
Or some steroids.
Well,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh.
He said, whatever.
Tomato.
I'm gonna try P90X.
You gonna try to do what with it?
Watch it. I'm not gonna actually watch it.
I use it to prop my door open when you get a cool breeze to come in. That's what I do with it.
I did it one time and sent me to the ER. My cardiologist was like, "What?"
I can't listen to that Horton guy talk that long because he doesn't. If I've worked out with anybody that talked that much, I'd kill him.
That's how I feel about the other guy, the Sean. What's his name?
T.
Sean T. He has a lisp. I can't listen to him or Donnie Simpson.
What?
The Green-Eyed Bandit?
Bandit?
Because he
Ah,
does
Jinx.
You ever notice when he talks, he goes. He does that. It drives me crazy.
No.
Oh, now you made your dad mad, Nick.
I love you, Daddy.
Well, before we make anybody else mad,
Jones coming off the top rope. That's what I'm talking about.
we're gonna end on that note. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us and getting these labs in, getting ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything coming up? Anything you want to promote, talk about before we wrap this up?
I have a show
Mustang
tomorrow.
Sally, 45 minutes.
Mustang Sally.
Right. So Dwayne's got a show at
Dwayne has a show
Mustang-
tonight.
Yeah. And Mustang Sally, which if the name don't make you laugh, I'm sure
Certainly.
the comedians will. And Nikki, you've got your how should I say, long-awaited show tomorrow.
Everybody who bought tickets for last week, if you can meet me there tomorrow. Tomorrow in Wheaton, Maryland, Montgomery County.
Wow. I got a show tomorrow as well. It's virtual. Comedy Crunch online, 9 p.m. Our time. It's actually a West Coast show. So
Right. I'll definitely try to log in for that. I know other than tuning in, definitely for your show, PT, next Saturday.
oh yeah. Dwayne is gonna be hosting. It's gonna be a great lineup. Somebody's already bought somebody on here has already bought a ticket. I appreciate that.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't.
I'm gonna get you next week. I got you.
Okay.
And then I know for me, coming up is November 2nd. myself and some other nationally ranked, actually worldwide known storytellers are actually just doing some stories to kind of uplift the mood and give you something to think about besides the craziness that's going on. So it's some really high-powered people, and then there's one guy with an afro. You might know the guy with the afro. So just shout him out. Go see about him.
Isaac from the Love Boat?
Sometimes he passes for Lamont from San
The
Francisco.
Love Boat.
He's a bad.
Soon we'll be taking another run.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us all at our respective places there: Funny Girl Productions, DDub Comedy, Clean Comedy Connection, and STOP365.blog. We'd love to have you. Just come see the other stuff we're doing, but know that every Friday we will be back here to make you laugh. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, later.
Free for all Friday. No, I should.
Oh yeah, next Friday. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No script. Yeah, boy.
Pray for us.
We're gonna do sports, and Nikkie's gonna play the flute.
And march. I will march in front of this green screen with all my heart.
You heard it here.